I'd like to call to order the Tuesday, December 20th, 2022 meeting of the Danville City Council. Madam Clerk, roll call to establish a quorum, please.
Mayor Ricky Williams Jr.,
Present.
Vice Mayor Bob Iverson,
Here.
Alderman Wands,
Present.
Alderman Pashard,
Present.
Alderman Alicia Ford,
Present.
Alderman Mike O'Kane,
Here.
Alderman Mike Poor,
Here.
Rick Streebing,
Here.
Ethan Burt,
Present.
Tricia Teague,
Present.
Eve Ludwig,
Present.
Robert Williams, Darren York,
Present.
Sherry Pickering, Heidi Wilson. 11 present.
Let the record reflect that we do have a quorum. We have 11 present. Please also let the record reflect that Alderwomen Wilson and Pickering are out ill this evening. At this time, we will receive the invocation by Felix Velasquez, the City of Danville Human Relations Commissioner and Minister in Grace Community in Tilton, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance led by Alderwoman Ford. Please rise.
If we can just take a moment and just gather our thoughts. So, Father, we thank you that the city of Danville has decided to invite you in, Lord. Father, we can do a lot of things, but without you, God, many are impossible, God. We thank you for leaders, heads of state here, Lord, that they have decided to include you, Lord, in decisions for the city of Danville. Father, I myself love Danville. I thank you for bringing me to Danville, God. I pray that you impart wisdom, grace, and mercy, Lord, to everyone who sits here, Lord, as a decision leader, Lord. We thank you. We give you the praise and the honor. In Jesus' name, amen.
And I apologize. It should be Vice Chairman O'Kane this time. I've lost my track.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Minister Velasquez, if you would like to give us an update on things that are going on in the church or in your ministry?
Yes. So I serve as one of the pastors at Grace Community. Formerly, it was a Southside Nazarene in Tilton on 1629 King Street. And one of the things that's really been buzzing is we have, I am the director of a program called RU Recovery. RU stands for Rescue Us. And what do we need rescuing from? A lot of people aren't fortunate and don't have the resources at times to go somewhere if they're struggling with an addiction. So we provide that service. It isn't an in-house service, but we provide the tools and the support that a lot of these people need coming out of addiction. One of the biggest struggles in addiction is just finding that strong support group. So we're really blessed to have that at Grace Community. Also, just recently bought Laney's ice cream shop. Also, I am the owner of Integrity General Construction. So there's a lot that excites me about Danville. Just really briefly, when I first got to Danville, I was homeless. I lived at the Danville Rescue Mission. And something about Danville excited me. And I met people in Danville that didn't give me anything, but said, hey, we'll help you. We'll show you a different way. And here I am, 8 years later, have a few properties, married, son, daughter, beautiful wife, and God is good. God is good. If you have any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you, and also thank you for agreeing to serve on the Human Relations
Oh, I
Commission.
forgot about that. I serve as a human relations. Thank you.
Brother Felix is involved in a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You have before you the minutes of the December 6th meeting. Is there a motion to approve those?
Second.
It's been moved and It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate on those? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Thank you. You also have an agenda for this evening. There are no changes to the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion or debate? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Thank you for that. We do not have any proclamations or board committee or personnel appointments tonight. Are there any reports of boards, agencies, or commissions? Any reports of boards, agencies, or commissions? Okay. Seeing none, I do have a couple of items of information before we get into our community relations report. Several individuals that are close to us have lost loved ones. Our own director, Beath, has lost her sister-in-law. We also have our former Alderwoman Brown, who lost her brother, Jerry Collier, just 2 days ago, and also former longtime Public Services Administrator John Dreer passed away this Sunday as well. So please do remember their family and your thoughts and prayers, and be of help to them if you can in any way, okay? At this time, we will receive a presentation from our Community Relations Administrator.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hi. I am so excited to share with you guys about some of the things that we've done in this department and then where we're going to be going in the coming years. I just want to share kind of my vision and what I'm hoping for. So there's a slideshow that's going to come up here very soon. Should be any second. I'm going to wait on it. Okay. Is it good? There we go. Thank you, Agnel. Okay. So this is my life motto, start small, grow tall. I try to apply it to everything that I do in my home or in my personal business and at work too. So in this job, I want to tell you about how I had kind of a small beginning and then my hopes for growing and continuing things in the momentum. Okay, so through community relations, there are 3 areas of focus that I really honed in on in my first year. So city events such as First Fridays, community yoga, the fall festival, and then obviously our holiday festivities as well. Positive news, I don't know if you guys have read the I Am, You Are, We Are stories, but we've been doing those since October of 2021, every single week faithfully in partnership with Vermilion Advantage. And I think that that's been getting out a lot of positivity about people in our community. So I love that part of the work that I do. The videography project, we now have 17 videos that have been produced for the city since August of 2021, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen them circulate. I'm going to show one tonight. And then our social media presence. When I came on board, we had a lot of Facebook pages that were kind of, maybe we didn't know who owned them or there were duplicates. And so I spent a lot of time just cleaning those up, doing a social media audit, adding an Instagram and a City of Danville Facebook page. And this is something that I want to continue to develop. And then improve communication. So we added TextMyGov. We implemented an internal press release process so that division heads can send press releases to me for editing or tweaking, and then we created a media group to make sure that we're getting widespread press releases throughout, as well as improving our website content and a streamlined process for job postings, including a LinkedIn page that we now have, and sharing all of those to Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms. Okay, so First Fridays, this is one of the things that I'm most proud of, and this is something that is the mayor's idea and his brainchild, is bringing First Fridays to Danville. And so when he asked me to do this, I was very excited about the potential for this, and if you've been to a First Friday, I hope that you have. I hope that you've been able to see what these events do for Danville, but they're every first Friday of the month in downtown Danville. Some of them are indoor, some of them are outdoor, and they reach various age groups and demographics. So we have kid-focused events, we have adult-focused events, we have some that reach everyone. But the idea is that they're free and low cost, and they bring people together to experience charm, history, and culture, and to improve the culture in Danville. So next, I'm just going to show you a video. If it goes, Agnell may have to help me here. I think so. It's moving up there. Yeah. Maybe we can skip the video. We're going to skip the video. It's a really good video, though. If you just click on it up there. Okay, there you go. So we can do the video, maybe? Our display settings reset somehow. Okay. No, it's over here on this tab. Right there. First Friday's events for Danville seem to be going incredibly well. The thing that I love the most about First Fridays is how it changes the experiences that people have in Danville. And I believe that when you change your experiences, you change what you believe. It brings together, small businesses, sponsors, the city, and the citizens to create a shared experience that's positive in Danville.
First Fridays, it means pride. It means that people love Danville, that they come here to have fun. It's giving people hope. I hear people say so many more good things about Danville that we've started this, and you see a lot less negativity. And I think that changed the way people not only think about Danville, but the way they feel about it in a good way.
We want to create events that reach broadly and that touch the lives of every person here in Danville.
The community has the kindest, most generous, welcoming people that I think I've ever met. Everywhere I go, I'm made to feel like I'm part of their family. I really love being out in the community and seeing people that I don't get to see very often, but also meeting new people.
Really what makes my heart happy about sponsoring the First Fridays is seeing the thousands of people that come to downtown to eat and to shop and to just have fun with their family and friends. First Fridays is a big part of businesses wanting to relocate downtown. It's so fun to see downtown Danville thriving.
We are pleased to be involved in these events as it aligns with our focus on the Danville community and commitment to surrounding areas. We know that a strong community equals a healthy community. Carl is pleased to have a long-standing presence in Danville and looks forward to growth in 2022 and beyond.
This really helps in building community, and it's such an exciting way of doing that. It's something that even the staff looks forward to because we're looking forward to what is going to be the next sort of theme, what is going to be the next set of events, how do we present ourselves in that light. And it's just a really exciting way of really engaging and giving back to the community too. We love being a part of that.
All right. Okay.
What happens when the prostate enlarges and the urine channel gets tight? You cannot be certain how fast it will grow and choke your urethra completely.
Didn't know you were going to have an anatomy lesson this evening as well, huh?
All right. Okay.
Madam Clerk, make sure that's in the minutes now. Just-
Hilarious. Wow. Technology. Okay. So you guys saw the video, but I just want to go over some points from First Fridays from 2021 to 2022. When I came on board in August, we started having First Fridays. We had 16 successful events with $42,250 in corporate sponsorships and then thousands more in vendor fees and event revenue. We created a First Fridays website. We also hired a videographer and a photographer and created professional content for our sites. There's a $0 cost to taxpayers for these events and 100% gain in creating positive culture in our city. For 2023, we have 12 events planned with 2 new themes. I'm excited. We have Fire and Ice at the David S. Palmer Arena. That's coming up next month. And then the Midsummer Luau is something that we're going to do in downtown. We're going to have like a hog roast and Hawaiian party. So I'm excited for that as well. Currently, we have $55,000 in corporate sponsorships secured for 2023. And for this fiscal year, we're near 60,000 total that has come in through like vendor fees, event revenue, and sponsorships. 0% cost to taxpayers and 100% gain in creating positive culture in our city. So I think First Fridays are a win all around, and I truly love this part of my job. Another part of the work that we do in community relations is neighborhood associations. This has been something that I haven't been able to focus on as much as I would like to, just because of the workload that I do have. But I'm super excited because neighborhood associations are growing after the pandemic. We had dipped down to around 5 or 6 that were still active, and now we have 9 again. So you can see on the right who's active. And then I worked together with the police department to create a neighborhood safety brochure that highlights Crime Stoppers, Neighborhood Watch, camera registration, and ways to make neighborhoods safer. We've coordinated some neighborhood cleanup days with Public Works being an incredible supporter of those. And then helped with neighborhood event support. So mailers if there's a cleanup, or yard signs and media assistance with getting the word out about their meetings. I'm hoping to do an annual conference to bring this back to neighborhood associations to return in the summer or fall of 2023. Logistically, that is my hope. Also, through this role, I have a significant focus in downtown Danville, so I just want to talk about some of the things that happened, such as you've probably seen the banner that goes over Vermilion Street with the poles. That was something that, with Public Works and through working on that last year, that's one of the things that we added that I think is really fun and adds a lot to downtown Danville. The holiday decorations, you've all seen those. And then working with community development and being a part of the grant collaboration. You're probably aware that we've secured a couple of grants for downtown in the last year, and I'm pretty excited about those as well. And then I get to serve on a couple of downtown boards, so Downtown Danville Inc. and Vermilion Heritage Foundation. This is another way that I get to be involved in the downtown Danville rehabilitation. It's very, very rewarding. And then also community involvement. So through creating this position, we've also created partnerships with small businesses, artists, nonprofits. And then something that I think is really cool is that we had 67 volunteers last year with over 300 hours logged through First Friday events. And then our intern program. So you guys, I brought Bailey in and I brought Rihanna in, but we have 2 interns that are learning a lot. And I really think that both of those young women will be incredible leaders in Danville moving forward. I'm so excited about that too. Okay, so in the future, I want to continue all of the things that we just talked about, but I have a big vision for the future as well. So I want to share that with you guys tonight. So I'm hoping to increase focus on neighborhood associations and neighborhood projects, as well as extending our online presence by adding more platforms and supporting current resources. So some examples would be, there is so much information that comes out of the city. I think we have the potential to share daily on Facebook, to share daily on Instagram, to create creative posts and content. But with just me, it's really difficult to always stay on top of that. And so I'm really excited to hopefully move into sharing more information in the next year, sharing more information on our website, updating website images with the professional stock photography that we now have for the city. And then also our Google Maps, bringing in pictures of the park so that when people Google Danville and they click on a park, they're going to see not a picture of the trash can at the park, but like the beautiful parks that we have and should be very proud of that our Public Works team really works hard to maintain. I would really like to start doing citywide mailers with pertinent information. So for example, TextMyGov is a wonderful resource, but I think a really good way to get that information out to everybody is to do a citywide mailer. I'd like to introduce all of you to the citizens, explain the wards through mailers, who to call in the city for what. I have a great hope that through mailing, we can reach more people and help them know how to reach us. As I mentioned, we had many, many volunteers, and so I'm hoping that we have more structured volunteer program moving forward, a volunteer application process, and a better way to track those hours because they're really, really important to the work that we do here. Alley murals, art projects, utilization of Harrison Park for revenue-generating events, that's something that's been on our radar here. This is the one that I'm most excited about, but in the coming year, I'm beginning to work on citywide branding. So this includes telling our city's story, creating a tagline for the city of Danville, our cornerstones, our pillars, a logo, and then a style guide. So that whenever we order t-shirts or create a post or have any sort of information, we're branded across our system. And that when people come to Danville or they visit our website or they're visiting, they're Googling Danville, they're hearing our actual story. And it's something that makes people not only want to visit here, but live here, relocate here, work here, all of those things. I would really like to do a little bit of work on internal leadership development. I think that there's great potential for our leadership team to do some assessments and work together. And so that's something that is something I'd like to be involved in as well. And then continuing our intern program and adding support staff in this department. So I wanted you guys to hear about how far we've come and then all of the things that I'm really hoping for in the future as well. Oh, thank you. So I want to thank you all for your leadership. I know it's hard to represent the city in the way that you do sometimes, and for your ongoing support in this position. It has been very wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Administrator. Alderman, do you have any questions for Square or comments?
Great work.
Thank
Good
you.
work.
Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we will receive our petitions, communications, and audience comments. Madam Clerk, do we have any?
We do. We have one. If you'll come to the podium when I call your name, you'll have 3 minutes to speak. I have Kathleen Orrington of Danville concerning the Breezy Tower.
I have been a nurse for 45 years, but I think I'm going to not go into the curious minds want to know about a prostate. Anyway, my comment tonight was just that, as you may have known, in the past, I've talked a little bit about wanting to be part of seeing the possibility of developing Breezy Towers into a preserved building that is used by the community and that will keep Danville kind of on the map a little bit more. So I was at the Historic Preservation Commission meeting last week, and the reason I'm making a comment is because I was very confused about the meeting. The Historic Preservation Commission talked a lot about the value of that building and needing to share the history of it with each other and with the community, and that there were a lot of people from the community that were interested in seeing if there were a way to keep it from being demolished. And so the Historic Preservation Committee member Bill Pickett made a comment that he thought that there really should be a request for proposals to have development companies from outside of Danville give us proposals for what they could do, because that hasn't been done. And so he made the motion, and the commission seconded, and they voted on it, and it was the vote of 4-1 to go ahead and put out that request for a proposal to develop the towers. So then right after that, there was a lot of discussion about not needing, well, they wanted to do this over a 3-month period. They wanted to give the outside organizations 3 months to get their material together and give it to the city. And then there was discussion about 3 months not being enough time to get a proposal together, and the building was falling apart and becoming dangerous, and so that it really should be torn down now. And so the city, the mayor wanted to have the city, the commission give a proposal to the city council to go ahead and agree that the building should be, a request for proposals to demolish the building would be done, which is the exact opposite of what the commission had just said and what they just voted on. And so that's where I was totally confused. And so then the mayor and the council, the attorney kept talking about all sorts of, really big problems with the building, and that it just was not in any shape to be even looked at anymore. And so then they said that they needed to have the commission sign, vote and sign on their request for a petition to demolish the building. And they, as far as I'm concerned, they just forced that on the commission. And then the commission turned around, and these were all brand-new people, except I think one, and they went ahead and voted because they said that, first they said, we
Mrs.
don't.
Orrington, I apologize. Your 3 minutes have expired.
I'll finish right, okay. So what I'm saying is that the commission definitely voted that they wanted to have a request for proposal to develop, and I'm wondering why that's not being done, why, the opposite was done.
Thank you. A couple of clarifications. The commission voted 3-2 to recommend that we consider an RFP. They also had to, by law, vote on the question before them, which was, should we be given an option to tear the building down, or should we not? And so they had to vote on that question one way or another. That's lawfully they are required to. Also, only one of the commissioners is new, Bill Pickett. The others have been on there for a number of years. So just wanted to make sure that I clarified factual information for you.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the council this evening? All right, thank you very much. At this time, I would entertain a motion that we take items 8 and 9, if there are no objections together, to accept and place on file the annual report of the Board of Trustees Policeman Pension Fund for the fiscal year 2021-22, as well as to accept and place on file the annual report of the Board of Trustee Fireman's Pension Fund for fiscal year 2021-2022. Is there a motion to take those together?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate on those? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Alderman Wilson, Alderman Wands.
Yes.
Alderman Pishard,
Yes.
Iverson,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Strebing.
Yes.
Pickering, Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig.
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York.
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries. If there be no objection, we also have a number of items pertaining to the 2022 tax levy for the city of Danville as well as downtown Danville. If there be no objection, I would entertain a motion to take items 10A through G together. Item 10A is an ordinance approving our 2022 tax levy. Item B is an ordinance abating part of the 2022 tax levy Infrastructure Development and Improvement Program, Series 2019. Item C is an ordinance abating part of the 2022 tax levy capital improvements fund, Series 2019. Item D is an ordinance abating part of the 2022 tax levy community reinvestment fund, Series 2019. Item 10E is an ordinance establishing the budget for the City of Danville, Illinois Special Service Area Number 1 for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2023 and ending December 31st, 2023. Item F is an ordinance approving the tax levy and assessment of taxes for Special Service Area Number 1. And item G is an ordinance approving the tax levy and extending the special tax within Special Service Area Number 2 expanded. These, again, are all due to the tax levy and also the tax levy and budget for downtown Danville. Is there a motion to take items 10A through G together?
I'll make the motion, we take them together.
Second.
It's been moved by Chairman Strebe and seconded by Alderman Ford. Is there any discussion or debate on items 10A through G? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Alderman Wands?
Yes.
Bouchard?
Yes.
Iverson?
Yes.
Ford?
Yes.
O'Kane?
Yes.
Poor?
Yes.
Strebing?
Yes.
Pickering? Burt?
Yes.
Ludwig?
Yes.
Teague?
Yes.
Williams? York?
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries. Item 11A is the approval of the annual budget for fiscal year 2023-24. Item A is an ordinance approving the budget for those years. Is there a motion to approve the budget?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Iverson?
Yes.
Ford?
Yes.
O'Kane?
Yes.
Poor?
Yes.
Strebing?
Yes.
Pickering? Burt?
Yes.
Ludwig?
Yes.
Teague?
Yes.
Williams? York?
Yes.
Wilson? Wands?
Yes.
Bouchard?
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries. Item 12A is a zoning petition, an ordinance amending the zoning ordinance for petitioners Kindred W. Tillotson, special use permit number 254 for 5 and 11 East North Street. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Also, for the record, let the record reflect that Mr. Tillotson is here and I'm sure would be glad to answer any questions that the alderman may have. Any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Ford?
Yes.
O'Kane?
Yes.
Poor?
Yes.
Strebing?
Yes.
Pickering? Burt?
Yes.
Ludwig?
Yes.
Teague?
Yes.
Williams? York?
Yes.
Wilson? Wands?
Yes.
Bouchard?
Yes.
Iverson?
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries. Congratulations, Mr. Tillotson. We look forward to the business you'll bring to downtown. You're welcome. You also have before you the payrolls of December 9th and December 16th. Is there a motion to approve those?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate on those? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman O'Kane?
Yes.
Poor?
Yes.
Strebing?
Yes.
Pickering? Burt?
Yes.
Ludwig?
Yes.
Teague?
Yes.
Williams? York?
Yes.
Wilson? Wands?
Yes.
Bouchard?
Yes.
Iverson?
Yes.
Ford?
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries. We also have before you item number 14, the approval of the vouchers payable for December 13th and 20th, 2022, as well as a special run for December 13th, 2022. Is there a motion to approve those?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Poor?
Yes.
Strebing?
Yes.
Pickering? Burt?
Yes.
Ludwig?
Yes.
Teague?
Yes.
Williams? York?
Yes.
Wilson? Wands?
Yes.
Bouchard?
Yes.
Iverson?
Yes.
Ford?
Yes.
O'Kane?
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries. Before we get to the, Agnell, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty with the chairman's iPad, if you might be able to help us. We're stuck in the presentation for the budget somehow and need to get back to the,
Holy mackerel. This much paperwork this time. There we go.
Headache from it all.
there you are, Chairman. Thank you so much.
Technology.
You can't live with it and you can't live without it. especially when it wants to give you a urology check, right?
Yeah. All right, Mayor, thank you. 15A is, if there's no objection, I'd like to take 15A and 15B together. A is an ordinance approving the purchase of real estate for community improvement for the property address at 935 Robinson Street. B is an ordinance approving the purchase of real estate for community improvement for properties addresses 844 North Griffin Street and 1214 East Fairchild Street. Move to dispense with reading and ask for your approval.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Strebing,
Yes.
Pickering, Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig.
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York,
Yes.
Wilson, Wands,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Iverson,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
15C is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to purchase properties for blight reduction. Move to dispense with reading and ask for your approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Pickering, Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig.
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York,
Yes.
Wilson, Wands,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Iverson.
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Strebing,
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
15D is a resolution authorizing a budget amendment to the fiscal year 22-23 Harrison Park Golf Course 400 budget. Move to dispense with reading and ask for your approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate?
This is something we do about every year, isn't it? Or is this different, than what we've done in the past?
We usually have to make adjustments at some point for the HP.
Carl, I believe you said it had a better year.
Yeah, part of this is due to the fact that some of that money has to be put in the concession, the line item to purchase the concessions and the line item to purchase whole goods that we sell down there. And he has exceeded what we expected to be sold. So we have to replenish the money so they can continue to sell more once the season breaks again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Any further discussion or debate? Roll call.
I'm sorry, can I also point out, in previous years, there would be a transfer from the general fund to Harrison Park to help support it. That is not what's happening here. What's happening here is it's coming from Harrison Park's own reserves that it actually has. So I just wanted to clarify that. If you've been here a couple of years, typically if we're amending the budget for Harrison Park, it's needed from the general fund. That is not the case. Harrison Park has its own money.
I
Thank
guess,
you.
I guess that's a question I was asking, because we've done that for years. We always had an amendment, and they always paid it back, but it's nice to, now it's nice to know it's their money there, so that's
Mr.
good.
DePrett has done a heck of a job out there.
Good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the clarification. Any further discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig.
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York,
Yes.
Wilson, Wands,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Iverson,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Strebing.
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
15E is a resolution appropriating MFT funds for the reconstruction of portions of North Logan Avenue and North Street. Move to dispense with reading and ask for your approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Ludwig.
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York,
Yes.
Wilson, Wands,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Iverson,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Strebing.
Yes.
Burt,
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
15F is a resolution approving an agreement for engineering services for the 2023 bridge inspections, amending the fiscal year 2022-23 Fund 107 infrastructure improvement budget. Move to dispense with reading and ask for your approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York,
Yes.
Wands,
Yes.
Wilson, Pashard,
Yes.
Iverson,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Strebing,
Yes.
Pickering, Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig.
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
There's no objection. I'd like to take 15G and H together. G is a resolution amending the contract for bid number 696, 2022 concrete patching. Resolution H is amending the contract for bid 699, 2022 miscellaneous concrete improvements and amending the fiscal year 2022-23 fund budget, or Fund 107 infrastructure improvement budget.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman York,
Yes.
Wilson, Wands,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Iverson,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Streebing,
Yes.
Pickering, Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, 11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
15I is a resolution awarding the contract for bid number 710, Lakeside Drive, Eastgate Drive, and Woodlawn Trace Pump Station Improvements. Move to dispense reading and ask for your approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Wilson, Wands,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Iverson,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Streebing,
Yes.
Pickering, Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York,
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
15J is a resolution authorizing the purchase of a new sewer television or televising vehicle. Move to dispense reading and ask for your approval.
Second.
Is there any discussion or debate?
Just a lot of the equipment from the old vehicle we'll be able to use, which is one of the reasons we're going with the same company, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that'll be a savings and familiarity with the truck itself. If you do recall, we did contract out a lot of the televising when we did the whole mapping of the systems. So this is something that's used every day just to, when we have a break or anything else, to be able to see what we have.
Thanks, Chairman. Any further discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Pashard,
Yes.
Iverson,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Streebing,
Yes.
Pickering, Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York,
Yes.
Wilson, Wands,
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
15K is a resolution awarding bid number 709 for the removal of an in-ground hydraulic lift in the shop. Move to dispense reading and ask for your approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Iverson,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Streebing,
Yes.
Pickering, Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York,
Yes.
Wilson, Wands,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
15L is a resolution authorizing the sale of city-owned property located at 102 Delaware Avenue, Danville, Illinois. Move to dispense reading and ask for your approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. I just want to state for the record, this is my first cousin, Eli Williams. He owns what was his great-grandparents' home there, and his sister lives there, and he would like to acquire the lot next to it, but although I have legal authority for side lots because it was a relative, it was not prudent at all for me to be involved in that. Also, if you all do approve this, Corporation Counsel Simon would be in charge of the execution of all documents so that I am not involved. This is the same thing that we did when Alderman and Mr. Pickering wanted to purchase property and their side lot. So but I wanted to state that for the record.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes. Any further discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Ford,
Yes.
O'Kane,
Yes.
Poor,
Yes.
Streebing,
Yes.
Pickering, Burt,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Teague,
Yes.
Williams, York,
Yes.
Wilson, Wands,
Yes.
Pashard,
Yes.
Iverson,
Yes.
11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries.
15M, items of information, there are several. All good news, I bet. No snow's coming maybe or something.
Yeah, that's just what I want to remind everybody, depending on where you live and what direction you're facing, we're either going to get 2, 10, 12, 14, 20 inches of snow, who knows? It's going to be a blizzard like what Santa had to use Rudolph for, so Public Works is prepared because there are so many different models of what might happen out there. In general, it looks like it'll probably hit us somewhere Thursday afternoon. If we get the rain, I would just encourage everybody to stay off the roads once it starts snowing because the rain will freeze on the pavement when the winds hit and the temperature drops. And the snow is going to be dry if it's windy, so just be cautious. If it comes to us like they say, we'll be working around the clock, and by Friday morning, Friday afternoon, the road should be cleared once again. The wind is supposed to continue all the way through Saturday, so you're going to get numerous roads drifting over. We'll have crews out the entire time. If you see something that looks like it hasn't been hit, don't hesitate to call Public Works. My phone number, everybody's got my cell phone number, and just let us know. I know Chief Yates' officers will call us as well, just to keep us abreast of everything that we need to be. And the Public Works team would just appreciate some cooperation like we had last year in our big storm. And it's a good chance for you all to just stay in the house and read the good book, and every once in a while read an Archie comic or something for a laugh, and maybe make some popcorn and throw it out at your plow driver when he goes by. He'd appreciate that. So I know Comptroller Massey last year bought me a cup of coffee after we'd been there for about 16 hours, and boy, was that appreciated. So trust me, if me appreciating it, I guarantee the drivers would appreciate it even more, okay? Everybody stay safe and have a good holiday. Thank you.
Carl, I know we have designated snow routes, but we don't necessarily have where neighbors have to get off the street in their neighborhoods, do we?
No, there are some areas that may still have a sign that say anything over 4 inches, you can't park there. And that's what the designated snow route is. But we're not going to try to fight that battle. We'll go around the cars.
Okay. Oh, man. Mayor, that concludes our report.
Thank you, Chairman. At this time, we will receive our Public Services Committee report. Chairman Streaming.
All right, 16A, we have the treasurer's update. Been waiting for this for quite some time, so.
Yes, sorry for your guys' wait. So I did notice that what went in the packet, Mona was a little too speedy for me. I had put the wrong thing and then uploaded into it's the same thing, but I put together a little more, it's a little bit organized differently in your Dropbox if you wanted to look at it. It's the office goals. I just went ahead and organized those a little differently and cleaned it up. That's basically like my professional journal. So you guys have a little bit easier time reading it if you'd prefer to use that copy. I also wanted to let it be known that we did get the statutory contribution, all the paperwork in for police a little bit late just because of the consolidation board taking that over. They got it to us a little bit later, but I put that in there as well, so that's in there for you. And that all worked out fine. As far as the office goals, I'll hit on some points then if you guys have any questions. Our most emergent issue right now is the catching up on bank rec. We have multiple accounts. We have been completely caught up in our current with our Flex account. There are other accounts, though, that we have to get completely current for you. And as soon as we start to get those together, we will be bringing them to you. Like I've told you in the past, we have been going through a lot of the spreadsheets, cleaning those up. There were a few mysteries in those that we had to solve on just like how to match up everything perfectly so that we can have a lot of confidence when we come to you. So that's what's been taking so long on that, and that will be rolling back out the next time I talk to you for sure. You'll probably be getting multiple at a time for a little while, but we will be getting those to you soon. The biggest thing that we've been completing, if you look at the things that have been completed, the biggest thing I did when I first got in was we wanted to make the office secure. And there are still some more items that I'm working on with that as well. So one of the things we did was there is a security camera in my office running at all times. We have a designated petty cash desk that's right underneath that camera. We have a log that's in use, and so now the log is very specific. When people come in and need to do anything, they have to not only sign their name and have the witness there, they also have to document the exact time. That way, you know, in the event that there's human error and somebody counts wrong, because sometimes we're counting, you know, especially with like First Friday, sometimes there's a lot of, you know, money that needs to be counted. If there's ever an issue, we can just go right back to that specific time with Agnell and see exactly what happened. So that hopefully will be an ongoing thing no matter who's in the treasurer's office. We'll have that camera, we'll have that log. The other thing is having some checks and balances, whether it's pension or city. We've looked at who is on each account. There were some things with the city that we need to still get myself on. We need to get secondary signers to make sure that everybody can see, you know, what's happening. And in the case, you know, that something happened, you want multiple people on there, you know, to be able to take over things should somebody get ill or leave their position. So we've been working on that. Another thing that we've been wanting to do is update policy. Hopefully, Comptroller Massey and I will be able to roll out those changes together really soon in 2023. We're hoping early. We have some outdated investment policies. I went to, well, she did as well, but I went to specifically an investment policy for the GFOA. It was basic. It's not really seminars. They basically sit down with you. They have experts there, lawyers there. You go through all of the policy with them, and we have some changes we need to make just to protect funds in the future. And so that's really been my main goal. My first main goal was no matter what happens in the next election going forward, we want to make it as safe as possible for that office so that everything is really running smooth, clear. It'd be very difficult for people to change anything. So that's been my main goal. You'll see on here that there was a lot of training in the beginning, and I plan on doing that in 2023. There will be a little bit more certifications and things like that should I be reelected. Are there any questions that you guys have? Oh, I will touch on the part-time assistant just because that's a question you guys have had in the past. We did interviews this week. I was really happy with the turnout. I made sure that we had at least 3 candidates to interview, which we did. We had 6 applicants. I have one more that I'm going to interview this week that came in a little bit late, and then I should be able to make my decision next week. So we should be able to get, and we made that a professional internship for now, just to basically be a temporary project basis for now until May. And then Comptroller Massey worked with me to make sure that we have, next year we'll have a full part-time position available. And hopefully I'm really actually very pleased. I think that we're gonna have people who are very skilled, able to help a lot. So that was really exciting because I know a lot of people have had a hard time, you know, hiring, and that hasn't been an issue with this. So I think you guys will be really happy with that position and the work that we're going to be able to do now with 2 people up there instead of just myself. Does anybody have any questions about anything else in the?
Alderwoman T.
Yes, Alderwoman T.
I just have one question.
Sure.
It's something that's completed. I'm just curious what this means. It says complete the DOI report. What does DOI stand for?
Yeah, this is Department of Insurance. Okay. So that's what we were waiting on when we're talking about like the tax levies waiting for the pensions. Mm-hmm. They come out with that statutory amount that we usually, we go over that. We do the 100% funding, mm-hmm. but they basically tell us what our minimum requirement is. And so that was kind of a monster to tackle, but we got it.
I saw, yes. Okay. Yeah. That was my only question. Thank you.
Any other questions for Treasurer?
I don't have a question. I have a comment. I appreciate the efforts that you've done, and I know you've it was a challenging situation you stepped into. And I appreciate the way you're changing internal process as well as improving transparency, because when there's lack of transparency, that's when problems happen, and I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you as well. I know you rubbed your eyeballs in there, and I know that, so thank you very much for all you've done.
Thanks.
You and Miss Macy both, thank you.
I just want to say the treasurer has worked incredibly hard. She inherited a huge mess and has done a great job literally digging us out. If you all could have seen the things that were dug out of file cabinets in various places, I just appreciate all of your effort and thank you for your diligence. It's going to make a huge difference. You know, the one concern that we always have is that constitutionally, the mayor has no authority over the treasurer. The treasurer is an elected individual, just like the 15 of us. And so it's really important that we put someone into that office that we have confidence in, that someone has in character and integrity and the skill set to do the job well. And Kareth has shown that she does. So thank you again. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Puts us to 16B, items of information. Well, Public Services will not have a meeting next week. We'll meet again in January. Yeah, next year. So, other than that, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Hanukkah. That's all I have.
Thank you, Chairman. Items of information for the good of the cause. I'll start. I have a few of them. Just as a reminder, normally, because we're closed for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and New Year's Day, they fall on weekends. Also, the mayor chooses one holiday a year, so City Hall will be closed the next 2 Fridays as well as the next 2 Mondays. So the next 2 Fridays and the next 2 Mondays, City Hall will be closed. So just as a reminder of that. I also want to give a shout out to the folks from the Elmwood group. Deanne Ryan is here representing them as well. President Celeste Brown, Vice President Robert Isaacson, and then also Mr. Ivan Smith. I had a great meeting with 3 of them today. They're going to be working with IDA, the Illinois Housing Development Authority, to do basically a neighborhood assessment and plan. So I'm really looking forward to the efforts of that and appreciate your diligence on that, Dee. Also, of course, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and also Happy Holidays. There are so many holidays that occur between Thanksgiving and the first start of the year, so Happy Holidays to everyone, no matter what it is that you celebrate. We do have a need for a closed session, though.
Wait a minute.
But I also, before that, I want to make sure that we get to our other items of information.
There you go. We got Brighton the Night Christmas Stroll. Do you want to talk about that, dear?
This is the first time we're trying this.
Okay.
It will be Wednesday evening in the West Downtown neighborhood. We're starting out, you can start anywhere, but we suggest you might want to start at the Genealogical Society, who will be having refreshments for us. And then you can either walk or drive. If it's really cold, you might want to drive through the neighborhood. Luminaries and the houses hopefully will be all decked out, and we'd welcome you to come drive by between 6 and 8 p.m.
And I don't think that she put herself on the list, but Alderwoman One's house is one of the most beautifully decorated in town. So make sure you drive by and see it. Any other items of information for the good of the cause? Seeing none, I will entertain a motion to go into closed session under Section 2C2 of the Open Meetings Act to discuss collective bargaining matters and salary schedules.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Alderman Wands?
Yes.
Pashard?
Yes.
Iverson?
Yes.
Ford?
Yes.
O'Kane?
Yes.
Coor?
Yes.
Strebing?
Yes.
Pickering, Burt?
Yes.
Ludwig?
Yes.
Teague?
Yes.
Williams? York?
Yes.
Wilson? 11 yes.
11 yes. We are in closed session. We will vote on one item afterwards. That is the contract for the clerical union.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what they
we're kind
want.
of
If that's what
people
they want, then
as
that's good.
Oh, we good.
Shriners Kids Christmas Party. I shopped at Shriners Kids Sunday.
moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Thank you very much. Item 19 is a resolution approving a collective bargaining agreement with the Laborers International Union of North America, the Southern and Central Illinois Laborers District Council, and Laborers Local 703. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or debate? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Wands?
Yes.
Pashard?
Yes.
Iverson?
Yes.
Ford?
Yes.
O'Kane?
Yes.
Poor?
Yes.
Strebe?
Yes.
Pickering? Burt?
Yes.
Ludwig?
Yes.
Teague?
Yes.
Williams? York?
Yes.
Wilson? 11 yes.
11 yes, the motion carries. Having satisfied the agenda, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make the motion, we adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. We are adjourned. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Be safe. Be safe out there. Please charge up everything. Get your blankets ready in case, all of that good stuff. Go grocery shopping tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got my Walmart order in.
Panic.